Hey guys and gals, it's Mr. Know-It-All here, and I've got to share something with you on this beautiful Pensacola day. Alright guys and gals, Mr. Know-It-All here again, and I am on a home project. This video is about helping you and your kids and everyone you know do stuff on your own. Now, I've never fixed one of these. This is my wife's battery-operated mini vacuum. We've had it for about 2 years. It's starting to take a dump. You can hear it. Now listen to it. That's horrible. So just follow along, and we're going to use our best lubricant on it. I believe this will fix the problem like it fixes everything. If you'd like a free sample of this, all you have to do is message us, comment and say, hey, send me a free sample. It takes like one tiny little drop. It's made in the United States. So if you want some, just let us know. We'll hook you up. No ulterior motives, just let us know. Julio, tell everybody where all the tools are located. Thank you, Bill, or Julio Cesar Chavez Rodriguez. So let's take this thing apart and see what we run into. First, I know that we have some Torx bits here. We're going to take these out. You can always tell the difference from a Torx bit to a Allen head because why? The Torx bit is star shaped. We got one right here. If I can make this last a couple more years, it will be well worth the $160 that I paid for it. I know that even electric motors dry out, especially ones that rev this high. Might as well take all the screws out. Like I said, I've never done this before, and this is how you learn. Just start tearing into it. Ah, look at that. Screw. They're hidden. You know, it's funny because you can watch so many foolish, non-learning things on the internet. Stuff that just, I don't know why people do it. I'd rather learn something, I guess. Alright, that just popped off. Like that. That's a little pin right there. Again, I've never done this before, but this is how you learn. That's it right there. See that screw? Right there. Alright, so it's filthy. We are going to see that it says red. That means red, and then that one's marked black, marked nothing, marked dirt. Well, it looks like we need a pair of needle nose and a pick to pull that tab back right there. Alright, now this is where most people would quit. The deal is, I have more tools. I have 40, 50 years worth of tools that I've had since I was really young, and I do not have a Torx bit small enough to fit that right there. This is the smallest one I have. Anyhow, here's where most people would quit, but this is where you get inventive. Here's what we're going to do, because I want that out of there. I want to clean the impellers and lube it from both sides of this shaft right here. So we take the Dremel, and I have tons of little discs in the kit that I use. And then I can go up to a wider disc than that one. They're very flimsy, so you got to be careful when you go to put them on. And then I have a wider disc if I have to. That's the screwdriver I want to put in there. So we're going to put a slot in it. Wish I could get the camera closer for you. Like doing surgery. So that's the clip on the back, and I almost don't have a pick small enough to get to it. You got to get under this little edge right here and pry it up, and it always feels good when you poke this thing into your flange. I'm going to try it from the other side. Should be able to push it forward. Look how simple that was. Now we can get this out of our way. Alright, we got one slot cut. I'm going to do the other. Let's do it the right way. Let's cut it with the larger one. This is how you learn, by just doing it. That should do it. Yep. So that's what we ended up with. If you can see that. It's a little slot. Did the job. Let's cut this one a little wider too. Doesn't take much with those discs. Cannot believe I do not have a Torx bit that small. I have 4 roller chests and 3 stacked on top of those roller chests, full of tools. It's what I've done my whole life, pretty much, it feels like. And another good thing to do is, when you're doing something like this, videotape it. So if you ever have to go back, you can. I'm going to put a mark on here that we know that goes there. I don't know if it matters or not, but I've had situations where I wish I would have done that. And I'll be able to clean this thing, this filter. So not sure if this is located in any particular way, so we're going to mark this as well. So I'm believing that the motor needs some lubrication, like Doug Heffernan would say. We'll take the best fluid there is on the earth and put one little drop there, and we'll spin the impeller a little bit. Now this is probably where it's most important, in that bearing right there. One drop, that's all you need. Rotating it from the impeller side. I'll let that set and soak in there, and I'll be back and we'll start putting this back together. Or I can just put it back together and you can hear how it sounds. Let's do that way. That way you don't have to sit here and watch me put it back together, but that's what we're gonna do. Alright, so what I did was, I like to lube the shaft from both sides, both ends. So I took this off. I marked it where it went, right there, and I just pried these little tabs up right here and pried that cover right off. So now, this is where the syringes come in handy. I don't need that much. I just need a drop. And I can stick that right down in there and put it right on that shaft. Beautiful. Seems to spin pretty freely now, but I think we got it pretty good. I think we can get another year out of that, but at least it's lubed up, and I know the motor is the main part behind the whole vacuum, so we'll see how it works afterwards. Put it back together and fire it up again for you. All right, we got her all done, and it sounds a million times better. Sounds exactly like it did when it was new. Can't beat that. There you go. You can do it yourself, whether you've done it or not. Stay with Mr. Know-It-All, and we'll help you every step of the way.